I don't feel safe. That's what my wife said to me. Welcome, y'all. I'm Mill. This is my wife, Reva.
And we are marriage coaches. We coach marriages through crisis, marriages that are in conflict. That's what we specialize in. And this year, 2025, we have just turned 30. Our marriage turned 30. And so we got a lot of feedback from our video, or just talking a little bit about us being married for 30 years. And so we have committed to doing 30 for 30, which is 30 videos for 30 years that we've been married. And throughout those 30 videos, we are going to share, hopefully, some gems, some tools that you can take away from our marriage. Let's get into it.
Feeling safe in your marriage. What does safety feels like in your marriage? It's just when an environment is created for you and your spouse to feel safe.
What do you do when you're married and that safety is gone?
Yeah.
So, question I asked you, what did you start to be a safe person for me?
Well, first I had to reflect on what I was doing wrong to make you feel unsafe. Really figure out what those areas were, whether it was how I communicated, whether it was how I showed up, how I was present, if I would validate you without being honest with you, how you came to me, whatever the question was, I would make sure I would be able to answer you to make you feel validated, being transparent and vulnerable with my own feelings.
Yeah.
It happened overnight, trust me.
I'm sure there was a fear.
Yeah, it was a fear. Absolutely, there was a fear because, I want to say something pertaining to how I feel.
Yeah.
And you might have dismissed it, or you might have just threw it to the side, however it was. Boom, that closed that door. I have to continue to share with her, because if I don't share with her, I'm going to share it with somebody. And so we have to be able to speak to her.
Isn't this this is ironic because most people at this point will say, you don't need to be in the marriage anymore.
You get hurt in your marriage. It's bound to happen.
It shows up. It shows up in our marriage. So you have to keep your marriage on the altar of God.